Hi, everyone. I hope you're all doing well. I wanted to talk today about something that's very near and dear to my heart, and I wanted to share it with all of you to give you hope and encouragement, and for you to all know that when you're feeling empty and down, and whether you know God or you don't know God, and in my case, it was I didn't know Him at this point, and you truly open your heart to call out to Him and ask, like, God, who are you? Reveal yourself to me. That He listens, He shows up, and He answers. So, this is going to be a video about my personal testimony and how God met me in the darkest moments of my life. So, this was many years ago. Maybe it's been 15 years at this point, but I was, I was in some kind of a spiritual search. I was going to, well, I was like, I was born into a Christian family, and, my culture, we're all Christian and all of that. But did I know the Lord personally? Did I know that this is not just a religion, that it's a relationship? I did not know any of those things. So what I did was, discover this hole in my heart that I didn't know belonged to God at the time. But I did know that there was something bigger than me. I did go through an atheist phase, but after the atheist phase, I was like, no, there's probably something else. So then I was into the rocks and the feng shui and the crystals, and then astrology stuff, psychic stuff. And then that was kind of weird for, lasted a while. Then I was, the universe, and, the universe was God, I guess. I didn't really know what even that meant, but it sounded like a cool word. And then I got really into all the new age things, and really started following a leader of that organization or belief pattern or thought life or whatever you want to call it. So I started following him, going to his church, and but nothing really kind of made me feel like at peace, or that, like, just didn't feel like it fulfilled that hole that I was feeling. So, anyway, so one night I'm at an event, and in the meantime, I was like dating some guy, talking to some guy, whatever. And I was at an event without him, but I was kind of just like leaving the event, and I was sad and I was broken. Like, God, another closed door, another bunch of like nonsense that I'm experiencing with this guy. And, that's kind of like been the thorn on my side, like with, relationships and men and, all of those things. So anyway, I had a lot of broken things in that area. But I've always wanted a good love story, an amazing love story. And so, anyway, I was driving home. It was late at night, and I was broken, and I felt like, God, like, just done, just like really, really broken. And I'm driving, and I'm sobbing, I'm crying, and I just yell out in my car to, I don't know who, God of I don't know what. And I just say, God, what do you want me to hear? Who are you? What do you want me to know? What do you want? I don't know you. And that's it. I'm sobbing, sobbing, sobbing. And it was just a scream for help to a God I didn't yet know. But He knew me. And so as I'm driving home that night, I guess my radio was on like super low. Like I couldn't make out what was playing, but I could hear some kind of a rhythm, and whatever was coming through the airwaves or whatever was going on, I felt like it was like bringing me peace, making me feel like comforted, healing. I don't know. It was bizarre because I didn't even know what was playing. So I turn up the volume, and it's on Coast 103.5, and it's Billy Joel's Just the Way You Are. And I was like, okay, cool. Like, I don't have any kind of connection to the song. I don't really know the song. I didn't really, just have anything with that song where it felt special to me. I didn't know then that it was God. So anyway, I just listened to it. I went home. I felt peace, something about that song. I go to sleep. I go to sleep, and then I had already purchased a book that I was reading, and I was drawn to that book because it was a memoir about, some lady finding happily ever after. At the time, I bought it because of that. Like, oh, cool, what did she do? Let me do that. But it was like, I didn't know at the time that it was her also a spiritual search for her. So her finding God ended up finding her husband. So anyway, it was an amazing story. I'm like halfway in, and I'm relating to this lady so much because she's going through all that new age stuff. It's just kind of like the journey's so similar, And so anyway, she gets invited to a church, and in the book, so it's 2 days after this whole Billy Joel thing happens in my car, that I was in this part of the book. And she gets invited to a evening small group or a little Bible study or something like that. And they ask at the end of it, for anyone who's new, if they want prayer, like newcomer prayer. And they say that they pray for newcomers and prophesy and see if there's something that resonates with them, if they pray over them, whatever. So she volunteers, the girl in the book volunteers to receive newcomer prayer. And the guy who's praying for her, I'm going to read out of the book right now. It says, the blonde guy piped up from his perch on the edge of the couch. And now this is the blonde guy speaking, like praying over her. And he says, I keep hearing that Billy Joel song, Just the Way You Are, he said. It seems like something Jesus would say to you, that he doesn't need you to change before coming to him, that he wants you just the way you are. I mean, I just can't. Like, I just could not. Right now, I'm all chills. Like, I just cannot believe the God that I was searching for, that I didn't know, could speak like that to me so personally. Not even just the whole Billy Joel thing in the car, which is, that alone is amazing, but ever since I was a little girl, I used to listen to Coast 103.5, and I used to wish that someday somebody would dedicate a love song to me on Coast 103.5. Well, I wanted that someone to be the love of my life, my happily ever after person. And at the time, I thought that would be in human form, which, not to say that I still don't want that. Of course, I still want that. But before I got that, because I'm still single, before I'm getting that Jesus showed me that I'm your happily ever after, and I love you just the way you are. And here's a love song I'm dedicating to you, because I know exactly the way to communicate with my kids in the way that they need. And so after that, I left everything behind and just dove right into this faith, established a foundation, and now he's healed me of so many things that have to do with, rejection and just things of the past that I'm completely free from. Not overnight, but I always felt him near after that testimony, because I drew closer to him. And as I kept drawing closer to him, he was drawing closer to me. I hope this blesses you. I hope you know that he loves you just the way you are. And there's nothing too hard for him, and there's nothing too difficult for him to heal or to answer in the way that he knows best how you need answered and when you need answered. So this is the most beautiful testimony I've ever heard, because it's mine. But I just wanted to share it to encourage you and to let you know that he loves you. And I hope it blessed you. All right. Take care, everyone, and have a great day. Bye.